Good day to you, everyone. I hope you all are well. So, it's currently 7:10 a.m. in the morning, my time, and this is London section, and this is usually the time I'm just looking at the chart and preparing for London Open at 8 a.m., which is when I usually get into trades. But while I was sitting on my desk and I was just sort of like reflecting about a few things, and something popped up in my mind about prop firms. So I think I've dabbled into prop firm trading for in and out several times for about 2 years plus now. And earlier on when I started, it was the 30 days maximum trading day where you have to pass the account, or else they will take the account away from you and your money is gone. And eventually people clamored for unlimited time. They fought for it, and then eventually we got it, right? And one thing I just sort of have noticed is the failure rate has now increased even much more compared to when it was 30 days. Now, when we have unlimited days, everybody wants to pass the challenge. Everybody wants to get funded as quick as possible. In as much as it does not necessarily make sense to spend a lot of time on challenge phases, like you are in phase 1 for like 2 months, you are in phase 2 for like 3 months. That has been my case for the past 7 months now. My funded account, it took me about 2 months to get funded. I currently have accounts that have been running in challenge phases, phase 1 and phase 2, for about 3 months, some 2 months, and I'm still in phase 1, I'm still in phase 2. Is this something to be proud of? I would say not necessarily, but at the same time, is it something to be ashamed of? Absolutely not. Because for where I am currently in my trading journey, I'm in a situation, or I'm in a phase, rather, let me put it that way. I'm in a phase where I'm just building slowly and letting compound effects come into my favor, right? I'm building and waiting for momentum to come forth, because now is a phase for me where I'm getting more capital into my arsenal, and I'm not extremely rushing the process of wanting to get capital, wanting to get payouts, wanting to pass challenge phases. I'm just following my rules. I'm just following my trading plan. Last week, I had just one trade. There are some people that accounts has been blown in just that last week. And then I begin to wonder that if we were clamoring for unlimited days, why is it that now that we have unlimited days, we even fail much more? Yes, I know it's painful. It hurts to trade in drawdown. Some of my accounts have been in drawdown for 3 months, and I've been trading gradually out of drawdown, because I have a rule that once I get into 3% drawdown, I drop my risk to 0.5, and then I build back up to initial capital. Once I get back up to initial capital, then I go back to 1%. But I'm just looking at it that why is it that people fail much more now, and it's not even being talked about. We just, of course, trading is supposed to be hard, because we obviously see the rate and the number of people that succeed in it. So if I believe that if you want to give yourself the chance to succeed in trading, you have to, in a way, in some concept, be a contrarian to a few things that people do. Like, you don't necessarily have to follow the crowd. You don't necessarily have to follow the ad in everything that they do, right? And I was having a chat with someone, and the person told me that in about 2 weeks or thereabout, he passed phase 1 account on 100k account, right? Which this is like a lot of traders dream, to get funded 100k, because it's going to change their life. They're just looking to make 2%, 3%, whatever, and everything changes from there. But I've had several cases where the person passed phase 1, passed phase 2, and then they get funded, they blow the account. And that makes me question my own self, that this, I'm slowing down, I'm just following the process. I'm not being conservative. I have a set of principles where I take a trade. If it's going in my direction, I add to it. I scale into my positions. But sometimes it takes a month to pass. Sometimes it takes 2 weeks, right? I just want anyone listening, or anyone that is ever going to see this video, and you're probably in the prop firm space, or even trading your own personal account. There's this thing of flipped 100k to 200, I flip $100 to $200,000, I flip this to this, I flip that to that. In as much as those things are rewarding and they are good, and there are times to do it, I'm still going to do flip accounts, and I will do it live on this channel. But the time is not now, because a lot of the people will see and we want to model our trading, like they are not in this situation, or they are not in the period where we are in, right? Have I failed PROPFIRM account? Of course, I failed a lot. But the ratio of what I failed to what I have been passing of recent, when I took it slower, is different. It's night and day. And it's actually painful sometimes, right? To, like, you taking this slow, you're trying to build, and then you see people getting payout, you see all of those things, which also now boils down to, are you looking at your own journey or looking at other people's journey? And on YouTube, a lot of people that will see, they get an account and then they pass in 2 days, they pass in one, some even pass in 24 hours, some pass in 3 days, and then they get fund. But you don't see the number of accounts that person has blown before they pass that one, that they come to show you. You don't see how much that person has to risk in terms of the number of prop firms account they have bought to try out. You can't compare yourself, depending on your level, to someone that has, say, $10,000 to put into prop firm accounts. Maybe buy multiple of 200 in 10 places, or 100k, whatever. To you that you have just maybe $500, and you're looking to buy just 100k account, the pressure is going to be extremely crazy on you. So I just want to drop this before I start my trading day. I hope this makes sense to someone. I hope you find meaning to it. Yes, we all want to make money, but when we rush the process too much, sometimes, like too fast, it actually drains us more without us knowing what is going on with the person we are trying to compare ourselves with. Just Look at your situation, look at your level of growth. How many years have you been trading? Have you put in the reps? Have you back tested more than enough? Have you tried out different things? Have you gotten your own edge? Before you say you want to come and risk 3% on a profit mark or 2%, do you have your own edge? Do you have risk management in check? Do you have your discipline? Do you have your psychology in check? So, for anyone watching, this is just a thought in my head, and hopefully it makes sense to someone. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Peace.